Welcome to another Muzzle Broke live stream. We have three interesting, to say the least, pieces out on the table today for the AI chatbot moderators. There are no firearm sales on the channel. There are no transportation of firearms. There are no touching of firearms. There are no shooting of firearms. There are no selling of firearms. Everything is safe and unloaded and pointed in a nice, safe direction. And now that we have the AI chat moderation out of the way, let me introduce you to tonight's guns out on the table. We have a pretty cool AR, a really insano-looking Glock that we will discuss, and then the DY12 by Daria, a really cool AR-style shotgun that we did spray paint to give it this kind of FDE desert camo vibe, and I am pretty dang happy with how that turned out. So I did just kind of want to have it on the channel again today, just because I like it. We have a lot of content with the DY12 coming, but thought I'd slop it on the live stream. We also have the Adams Arms P2, a piston-driven AR-15. With a pretty interesting, pretty cool build out. We'll talk a little bit about this today. It's got adjustable gas block, comes with a really amazing trigger, short throw safety, kind of all the bells and whistles that you could want out of an AR-15, which is a lot of fun. And then we have this nice, ridiculous Glock 17 out on the table with a 16-inch barrel, as well as a Griffin armament suppressor out on the end. Why did I do this? I can't answer those questions. Well, the Tactical Llama, what's up, man? Well, basically the story is I had a 16-inch Glock barrel from a Meta-Tactical pistol chassis, and I put it in the Glock, and I was like, this looks really dumb, and I was like, how can I make it look even more ridiculous? Well, let's add a suppressor to the end. There's absolutely no way this thing is going to cycle reliably with the suppressor on the end, but you know, a fun little experiment nonetheless. The Adams Arms P2 is pretty sick. We do have a 1,000-round range review for the Adams Arms P2 out on the channel. This is a short stroke piston-driven operating system, which is going to be quite a bit different than your direct impingement AR-15s. It does come with a adjustable gas block off the rip. I don't remember how many positions. Comes with a really amazing Radian Raptor charging handle, safety. Comes with iron sights, the Rave 140 AR-15 trigger, which I'm a pretty big fan of. So pretty cool setup. We do have an emissary development handbrake on this, as well as some Griffin armament, furniture, stock, pistol grip, rail covers, just a Magpul FDE mag, an Arid FDE sling that you guys can't really see, and that's all kind of slopped on with the Sentry strap, and a Sylvan Arms suppressor on the Adams Arms P2 as well. The DY12 by Daria here, we have not, haven't really, we added a little bit to it. Well, we spray painted it, which is pretty cool. I changed the stock, and I put a little vertical foregrip on this bad boy. I was going to change the pistol grip, kind of decided against it. The Daria DY, Chris Pack says, hey, what's up? The hell happened to that Glock? Good, yeah. So we have a 16-inch barrel on this Glock 17 with a suppressor on the end. Very ridiculous. The 16-inch barrel came with a chassis to make it like a rifle-length chassis. And I was like, how do I make this look more fucking dumb? And I was like, oh, I'll just add the suppressor to the end. So definitely is not going to cycle. You might get one shot. I mean, you'd get one shot out of it, but there's no way it cycles with the can. It's an absolute brick on the front. Bro leveled up his gun on Call of Duty. Yeah, I do actually really enjoy Call of Duty. Anyways, so I can't do that on the live stream, but the next range day, we're definitely taking this Glock to the range. There's no way it's going to work with the can, but it should function fairly flawlessly without the can and just the 16-inch barrel. I believe the long-ass pistol, yeah. The chassis that the barrel came with is the Meta-Tactical Alpha, maybe is the name of the chassis. It's actually kind of a cool chassis. I'm really not a big fan of pistol caliber, like of chassis systems for guns, for Glocks. I think they're kind of usually stupid. But the Meta-Tactical one is kind of cool because it turns it into like a bullpup style design, which is fun. But yeah, you have to use this 16-inch barrel with it, which looks nice and ridiculous, but it's pretty cool. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out an absolute ton. It is free to do. And we have content that drops every single day here on the channel. So please subscribe. It really helps me out, and I would appreciate it. We have the DY12 on the right-hand side of the table. This is a AR-style 12-gauge shotgun from Daria, D-E-R-Y-A. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but pretty cool. The Glock looks like it got excited. Oh, yes. Glock, look like morning. Nice, classic dick jokes. And then the Adams Arms P2. This is actually a very interesting AR. It's pretty cool. It's a short stroke piston-driven system. Typically, ARs don't get me too excited here on the channel. Well, I guess I should actually respray paint that Emissary Development hand grip to make it more cohesive. Anyways, top. Hi, what's up, Robson? What was I talking about? The Adams Arms P2 right here is a short stroke piston-driven system, very different than a direct impingement typical system as the AR-15s. Yeah, I knew you guys would love this Glock. Wow, that Glock. Yeah, I knew I would put this out and everyone would be like, oh, look at the Glock. I mean, it is kind of cool. It is absolutely not going to cycle with the suppressor, but it will cycle with just the 16-inch barrel. So, kind of interesting. Love you all, Starboy says. Thank you. Relinquished said hi. What's up? Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Real quick, fun facts about the DY12. Comes with an absolute ton of stuff in the box. The case is really cool. It's like a leather case. It's kind of nice. Came with iron sights. Came with a carry handle randomly, which is pretty cool. Came with a bunch of chokes. Came with a bunch of mags. So pretty cool little package from Daria there. It's pretty nice. I'm actually, I can't get over. So you see these brown stripes on the DY12 here. Is I should actually spray paint the Emissary Development handbrake that color brown. I think it would look maybe a little bit more cohesive with the FDE AR versus I feel like it's kind of like a too bright of a tan. Where did you get the barrel for the Glock? It came with the Meta Tactical chassis. Is the name of the company. So I believe you can get it. Don't shoot yourself. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Real marble flooring? No. This is like laminate trash floor. Is that chambered in 7.62x30? No. We got the DY12 here is a 12 gauge shotgun. The Glock 17 Gen 3 with a bunch of retardo attachments is in 9mm. And then the Adams Arms P2 is in 5.56. Classic. Bro got the glong, yes. How does a pistol got that long barrel? Pretty easy to switch out a Glock barrel. Like I said, this barrel actually does kind of have some practicality to it. Bro, what is that Extendo Glicky? Yeah, so there is a chassis, the Meta Tactical. It's like a bullpup Glock chassis, but in order for the Glock to be in a bullpup rifle setup, it has to be a rifle. So we have a rifle length 16-inch Glock barrel, and it looks absolutely ridiculous. Are those Magpul M-Bus sights? No. The irons on the DY12 came from Daria, and the irons on the Adams Arms P2 actually come from Adams Arms. I do have Magpul M-Bus Pros that I really like. I had a set of Magpul just M-Buses, and I think I actually sold them to my buddy First Shot Tactical, if you guys know him, but I guess we're still friends, maybe, who knows. Please subscribe to the Muzzlebro channel if you guys are stopping by. Really would appreciate it. Doesn't the weight feel weird when you aim? Oh yeah, no, it feels absolutely terrible. This definitely is not going to cycle in this configuration. This is kind of like a bolt action Glock with a suppressor. I just put a Streamlight on my 12-inch 300 Blackout AR pistol. Nice. Actually a pretty big fan of Streamlight. I have a Streamlight HLX Pro Tac that I'm running currently on the M23. How good does it shoot? The Adams Arms P2, it shoots phenomenally. I typically am not a huge fan of ARs because they're not cool, just quite honestly, and this one shoots very well. It's very flat, it's very soft. I'm a really big fan of the Adams Arms P2, piston driven, it's dope. 1,000 round range review for the Adams Arms P2 is live on the channel. Is the pistol real? Yeah, it's real, and it'll shoot. It's not going to cycle with the suppressor, but without the suppressor, it would cycle. So I actually have a Griffin Armament Micro Carry Comp somewhere. I think it's on one of my other pistols, but I'm probably going to throw the Carry Comp on this when we take it to the range. And then the Daria DY12, FDE Sand. What would you guys call this camo? Like, what would be the name of the camo? FDE Sand camo? I don't know. You hacking on Call of Duty? No. You would know because I am horrible. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the Muzzlebro channel. I really appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the Muzzlebro channel. It helps me out an absolute ton. Is that a Glock or a pistol? Both. Black Rock Sand. That sounds professional. Yeah, I wanted to kind of leave some of the parts of this just kind of standard black. So I didn't do like the stock, the pistol grip, the mag, the foregrip, or that little like barrel shroud we have. So I took this apart. I took all those pieces and kind of set them to the side, taped up some areas. I think it turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with how that turned out. The stencils from Rattler Innovations, pretty cool stencil company. Q&A. How do I do this? Try it? Your hobby. What? That's stupid. Sorry, I'm just like experimenting with the live features. But if you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the Muzzle Bro channel. What do we do here on the channel? Well, we have been doing more live streams recently because I think they're fun. We do a bunch of 1,000-round range reviews. We have a bunch of shorts, just fun little shorts on the channel every day. So I guess mainly a shorts channel. I don't want to say that because we do drop a lot of 1,000-round range reviews and long-form videos as well. Just take a little more time. How good is it when it comes to accuracy? I'm asking for the pistol. I have not shot it in this configuration. I don't assume it would be any. I mean, it might be a little more accurate. I don't know. They're so beautiful. Thank you. Little Rock, Arkansas. Nice. I'm trying to figure out because there should be a feature that oh boy, I don't know how to do this. Anyways, whatever. This is the Adams Arms P2. This is not a direct impingement AR. It's actually a piston-driven AR, which is pretty cool. On this guy, I am running a Sylvan Arms titanium suppressor. I have a Sentry strap holding on my Arid Manufacturing sling. We had a grip and arm at stock, pistol, and rail covers. We have a Magpul FDE mag. We have the iron sights on this are from Adams Arms. The charging handle is a Radian Raptor charging handle. The safety is a short throw safety, which I'm a big fan of. Hollow Sun AMES core on this bad boy, as well as a Rave 140 trigger. And I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Ambidextrous bolt release on this bad boy. Huge fan. Malik! What's up, Malik Ferris? Malik Ferris sent a floating heart. Beautiful. Thank you, Malik. I don't know what that does, but thank you so much. I love the Glock barrel. Yeah, nice and retarded. Oh, am I allowed to say that? Am I canceled now? Damn, Adams Arms P2. Ice wanted one. I've wanted one, but I have a PWS, an LWRC, ready for piston. Yeah, dude, the piston ARs are great. I'm a pretty big fan of the piston ARs. I'm trying to figure out how to start a poll, but I'm doing a very bad job. But if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. Hey guys, like the stream too. That helps me out a ton. Any AR-10 builds? Yes, I do have a AR-10 in 308. It's a side charger. It is in the gun room. Why the 20-foot Glock barrel? 16-inch Glock barrel. Why? Nah, because I had it. Kind of goes to a pistol chassis situation, but it's not in the pistol chassis right now, so we're just kind of raw dogging the Glock. Glock straight out of a cartoon. Yeah, I knew you guys would like the Glock. Put the Glock in the pack. Okay. The Glock barrel is for a chassis, correct. And then we have the DY12 by Daria 12-gauge AR style shotgun. Pretty cool. I am here. Actually, I think the answer to this is no, because when you open the DY12, the trigger does not look like a standard AR-15 trigger, so I don't think I could FRT this. How do you feel about BCA? How do I feel about BCA? I actually am an affiliate with BCA, but I don't think they're very good. I liked the BC9. That was pretty cool. It did jam. BC9 is a little pistol caliber carbine that Bear Creek Arsenal makes. Mine's pretty cool because I got it Cerakoted and I added a bunch of like furniture to it. It's pretty sweet. It's fun, man. But it did jam around, I don't remember when that kind of started failing, but it did have a couple of failures to feed, I believe, in the 1,000-round range review for the BC9. The Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly is straight up booty cheeks. I hate that gun. I have one. It's not good at all. And then I also have a Bear Creek Arsenal AR-10. I don't know. Do you like the Daria? Yes, I do. It's pretty cool. Why does that Glock have such a long barrel? Because it's the Glong. I want to try the Daria Island Glock, the one that looks like the Zev Hypercomp. Yes, I also would like to try that. But alas, I don't have it. What's good, everyone? What's up, Christopher? I built a I made an AR-10 with a BCR upper. It's overgassed like an MFer. Well, at least it maybe won't jam. Favorite carry pistol, probably going to be the P365 AXG Legion. I'm probably going to catch some shit for that because everyone hates SIG. But I also, obviously, without the ridiculous barrel, I'm also a pretty big fan of just carrying this Glock 17 Gen 3. PSA over BCA. I would probably agree with that, yeah. There's my favorite painted shotgun. Yeah, the DY12 by Daria. Pretty cool. Jaden says, hey guys, subscribe to the channel, please. I really would appreciate it. And like the stream. There are 100 of you watching and only 19 stream likes. So hit that like button. It helps me out. Don't be a butthole. Like the stream. Do it for your boy. But yeah, man, the Adams Arms P2 is pretty sick. A pretty big fan of the DY12 shotgun here from Daria. I would like to try the Daria. I think it's called the DY9 Island, I believe is the name of the pistol that we're kind of talking about. Daria is going to send a couple more guns out to the channel in mid-November, I believe, neither of which are the DY Island, but that's okay. They were like, hey, if you do a good job, you know, you put some stuff out, we'll maybe give you another one. I was like, all right, we'll see. PSA is the best 2A company in general. I will say I'm a pretty big fan of the PSA crank. I don't have the crank, very sad. That Glock with the 16-inch barrel, the one she tells you not to worry about, that's really funny. Why is everyone acting like the new V model Glocks are going to be so bad? I think it's just the principle of like Glock kind of bending the knee to change their structural design to be harder to modify. I think it's a pretty like beta male move. Instead of like coming out with, hey, we developed maybe like a, I don't know, like a better stippling job or a better finish or a better iron sight. Like, hey, all the Glocks are going to come with iron night sights now. Like they're like, hey, we made a Glock that you can't put a switch in. Wonderful. Like it doesn't really do anything for the end user, like quite honestly, so that's why it's kind of stupid, and that's why people are pissed. The DY9 Island is only 500 chicken wings. Oh, well, 800 total. The Daria DY12, I want to try. Yeah, man, this one's pretty cool. I'm a pretty big fan of it. Why the long barrel on the Glock? Yeah, why not? I'm currently a recovering PSA sales addict. Hey, I do have a PSA link, maybe. Maybe if you click on my direct me, there's some special surprises there for you. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. 5 small steps till I get to join the Navy. Very cool. Glock wants that military contract. They don't deserve it. Well, I don't know. It actually is quite shocking to me that the Glock 19X did not win the military contract. If anyone has any like insider knowledge on why the military chose I'm just going to call it the P320 because that's what it is. I think the military wants like the M18 or the M17 or something. But the 19X is far superior, and I'm not even a huge fan of the 19X. Muzz, what's up? Precision for Pores, welcome. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Long silencer on the Glock. Yeah, man. We have a 16-inch barrel for the Glock. Slop the silencer on. It's not going to cycle, but, you know, it's kind of cool. What's your favorite generation? I've had a lot of fun with the Glock 17 Gen 3. The reason being is because I bought this Glock 17 Gen 3, and then I have acquired like 1, 2, 3 more Glock 17 Gen 3 style builds. So it's kind of fun for me to play like mix and match parts, I guess, which is why I like the Gen 3s. V wouldn't be so bad if they kept the other ones, but the states who hate guns use it. Yeah, I don't know. What's up? Still no optics cuts and the overpriced Glock. Go figure. Wait, put a PDW conversion kit in a 33-round extended mag. You got yourself a 9mm rifle now. Yeah. What red dot do you have on that AR? It's going to be the Hollow Sun AMES Core. I'm a pretty big fan of it. Probably a bigger fan of the SIG Romeo 5. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. Hey, guys, like the stream. There's like 120 of you here, and we have no likes on the stream. Would Gen 5 Glocks be a good investment for future resale? Probably not, but I don't know. 19X or FN509, a lot of guns would be better for the military. Yeah, I'm subscribed and I follow on Instagram. Well, gold star for Christopher Lewis. Hey, we're giving away a FRT tomorrow. We're giving away the Texas Triggers FRT. Thank you, Malik, for moderating. Robloxian. Yo, watching you at the airport while I wait for my mom. Hectic. Dude, what's up, man? Nice pew-pews. No sales on, yes, correct. Interesting pistol, correct. Poop. Is your AR super safe? This one is not, but we do have lots of super safeties and some true FRTs. I'll be there. Christopher says, how can I win it? Basically, just go to my Instagram and comment on my Instagram post, and I'll give you an entry. Pretty easy. Cursed Glock. Yeah, it is a little ugly. But I'm a pretty big fan of the sights on this. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do have suppressor height night sights on the Glock 17 Gen 3. I believe these are night vision sights. I kind of like the red front sight. It's pretty cool. Kind of almost looks orange on camera, but I think something's wrong with my lens. Hit that like button. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, we have the Adams Arms P2. This is a piston-driven 5.56 AR. Huge fan of this, and I'm typically not a super big AR fanboy. We got to do a long Joker pull with that for Halloween. Yeah, this is definitely a Joker-style gun. Oh, wait, all right, hold on. I want to try this Q&A. Do you guys mind if I type a Q&A out real quick? I'll try and, like, keep talking, but it's kind of very hard to, like... Anywho, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Helps me out an absolute ton. What are you guys being for Halloween? All right, I got a good Q&A here for you. We're gonna start the Q&A. Let's see if it like does anything. Is the Glock a pistol or a rifle? I actually am very curious to see what you guys think about like the actual classification of the Glock here, because it does have a 16-inch barrel, but it is kind of a pistol. So I actually am not sure what is it considered. I don't know. What's the IG? My IG is muzzle broke, one word, my YouTube name. Media, MEDIA is my Instagram. ATF agent for Halloween. I think Lewis deserves 5 entries to the giveaway. Sure. Rifle. Yeah, does anyone actually know? Like, because I think I actually did a video on this. I was like, is this a pistol or a rifle in this configuration? And I don't know. It's an SBR. Malik Ferris. Well, no, it's not an SBR because it's got a 16-inch barrel. Glock carbine. Nice rifle, dude. Thank you. We got the Adams Arms P2 5.56 piston-driven AR. We got the Daria DY12, our beautiful AR-style shotgun. And then we have the Glock 17 Gen 3 with a 16-inch barrel, Griffin arm, and suppressor. Is this a pistol or is it a rifle? I have no idea. It's good. Pistol. Throw a brace on it. And vert on the 17. I mean, I think I could throw... I don't think I need a pistol brace for it. Because so the chassis that it goes to is a rifle-style chassis. So that's how I ended up with this 16-inch barrel. Is there's a Glock chassis that is a bullpup design that needs a 16-inch barrel to be, you know, not an SBR. But in this configuration, what is this Glock? Is it a pistol? Is it a rifle? I have no idea. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Ice agent for Halloween, mate. What's the point of having this long barrel on the Glock? The point is to get views on my YouTube channel live stream. Well, actually, no. The point is that it goes into a pistol chassis, and in order for the pistol chassis not to be a short-barreled rifle illegally, you have the 16-inch barrel, and it's just a regular rifle. Firearm is a guess. AR style 12 gauge. Okay, overall length less than 26 inches is a pistol. And less than but it is a 16-inch barrel, so I don't know. Which video do we need to make a comment on Instagram? It's actually kind of a little bit of a scroll. It says like ultimate AK giveaway. I think I posted it like a couple weeks ago. German, okay. Pistol, rifle, pistol, rifle, pistol. That Glock shoots 200 yards. Dude, I mean, it's actually very easy to make a hit with at 100 yards with a regular handgun. So what in the goddamn hell am I seeing? Yeah, we're just hanging out. Ain't that gonna affect the P? Ain't that gonna affect the firearm? It's definitely gonna be less reliable with the suppressor. I mean, it's not gonna cycle. What in God's windy sky is that thing? Well, I'm glad you asked. But first, if you guys are just stopping by to the channel, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. It would help me out an absolute ton. And boy, oh boy, do I need your help. Because I'm surely going to get fired from my new job any second now. I can feel it in the air, in the crisp fall air. I've commented on that video. Beautiful. If you donate to the channel, you get extra entries. So you could always, you know, pay to win, I guess. What in God's... Yeah, so we got the Daria DY12 AR style. I have about 75 more guns in the other room, you butthole. We got the Daria DY12 here, AR-style shotgun with a beautiful camo job, kind of sand desert camo, I'm going to call it. We have the Glong, the Glock 17 Long, 16-inch barrel with a Griffin armament suppressor. I don't know if you guys have seen the suppressor, but there it is. Maybe Muzzlebroke has a Griffin armament, some sort of a oopie-coopin is, I guess, maybe the way I could say it and not get banned. Maybe if you check out my direct me, link in bio, you could get a little bit of a deal. I don't know. There are no firearm sales on the channel. So, and then we have the Adams Arms P2 AR piston driven. How quiet is that thing with that barrel? So, if someone correct me if I'm wrong, please, because I don't know things all the time. With a longer barrel, now it doesn't really matter too much for 9mm, but with a longer barrel, the bullet should have more velocity, right? More speed. And if the bullet is speedier leaving the barrel, it should actually be louder. So I would venture to say that with this 16-inch barrel and the suppressor, this is actually going to have a louder sound, a louder sound than it would if it was just in its normal barrel. The gun that the Joker used in the Michael Keaton Batman movie, but modern, yes. It's a pistol, like I said. It has to be longer than 26 inches overall, which it's not. So if the barrel is less than 16 inches, it's an SBR or a pistol. Same if it's less than 26 inches, also a pistol. Fair enough. Sounds reasonable. This looks like a luxury to look at to California. Why so many? Only have 2 hands, and you only need 1 to reload. So the suppressor is useless. I don't want to say useless. Looks pretty cool. Is he doing headshots at 200 yards with that Glock? You can that's definitely reasonable. I'm not like bragging, but it's actually really easy to make 100-yard shots with a handgun. I have a optic. It's the Holosun 507 ACSS Vulcan. And actually, the reticle on that optic, if you zero the tip of the reticle, just the tip, for 25 yards, the base of the reticle will be on at 100 yards. So pretty cool. Quieter, more powder burns in the barrel. It's quieter. I don't know enough. Dude, get a Mech Tech upper. I don't know what that is. Is there a video of you functioning the pistol? There will be soon, my child. Hey guys, subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out an absolute ton. Malik Ferris, if you're still here, do your like and subscribe post, and I will pin it. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, it looks cool. Good grief, man. That barrel is longer than my 12 gauge. Everything on this table is a felony in California. Everything is legal here in wherever I am. How much extra muzzle velocity does that barrel add on to it? Not much. I think actually like Classic Firearms did a video back in the day where they're like, here's the velocity of the... I don't really care enough about the nerd stuff. He read it wrong. Well, reading's fucking hard. Like and subscribe. Beautiful. Please like and subscribe for a chance to win at an upcoming giveaway. You should try hitting faraway targets with that pistol. It's a good idea. If you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out an absolute ton. Jacob Kiefer, what's up, big dog? I still have Jacob Kiefer's name up on my chalk wall, as I do Malik Ferris. If you guys donate to the channel, you get your name written up on the chalk wall. Isn't that pretty cool? But for now, we got the Daria DY12 AR-style shotgun. We have the Ridiculous Glock. And then we have the Adams Arms Penis P2. Sorry. I already subscribed to you, pal. Thank you, Kurt. The reason I say like and subscribe so often on these streams is because the average view duration for someone on my stream is about 45 seconds. So I pretty much have to say like and subscribe every 45 seconds. All right, bye. This guy sounds like Mal. What is Mal? He's cool. All right, bye. All right, bye. I just got a Mossberg. Dude, that one's actually really cool. Do you like it, Kiefer? I've considered getting one of those. I just think it's an absolute vibe. I would really like one of those. I really want a Spaz 12. I think that's like my ideal shotgun. If you put pistol powder in a rifle, it might blow up different types of powder. I don't know that. I absolutely love it. We're talking about the Mossberg 509 Retrograde. How many chicken wings did that run you, Mr. Kiefer? But the Adams Arms P2, pretty cool AR. This is a piston driven. It comes with an adjustable gas block. Really good. It's like a Rave 140 trigger, Radian short throw safety. I really like the stuff that the AR-15 Adams Arms comes with in the factory. Yeah. Any other gun? Hello, Corv. I want that DY12 pistol. Yeah, pretty cool. After the fees, that's not bad. Any other gun with Abomination looks besides the Glock? Yeah, we actually have a handful. The Goth Girl High Point is quite the Abomination. I have an AK that I have a shovel handle stock on and a taped on bayonet. That's nice and ghetto fabulous. We have some Abominations here on the channel. Malik says, bro, that AR on the left is clean as F. Dude, you didn't see the 1,000-round range review for the P2, Malik? I'm disappointed in you. Pretty cool range review, man. I had a good time with it. Had to get it. Love wood furniture. Agree. Keltecs are pretty unique. I like a Keltec. Actually, I spoke with Keltec at, what was the event thingy that I went to? I don't know, some like gun thing. And they were like, oh, we'll definitely send you one. And then they didn't because they suck. Had to get it. Love the wood furniture. I've not been on YouTube much lately. I've seen it on Instagram, the AK shovel. Yes, the shovel stock. Read my comment above, East says. Bro, how far... I can't find your comment, so drop it again. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the Muzzlebro channel. Hey guys, like the stream, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. I spend my time, my days, panhandling for subscribers on YouTube. But no, man, there's content that drops all the time. Were they going to send you one of those clip-fed 5.7s? Allegedly, they were going to send me one of the it's not the P90, but it's the Keltec thingy that takes the P90 mags. But yeah, they kind of faded me. Actually, I have all my business cards from that event. Hey, I'll be at SHOT Show this year. That's kind of cool, right? So I will be at SHOT Show with probably my girlfriend, I assume. We'll go, and I got her a ticket, and I got myself we both have the media range passes. Oh, Jacob Kiefer with the membership. Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate that. Now you can drop little muzzmojis in the chat. I have a Mossberg, the P50. Yeah, that's the gun from Keltec we were talking about. I have a Mossberg 535. It's a 12-gauge turkey gun. Nice. What in the haymaker is on that Glock? Yeah, we have a 16-inch barrel and a Griffin Armored Bushwhacker 46 suppressor. The AK has a shovel handle buttstock. Yes, we do love the shovel handle. Hey guys, please subscribe to the channel. Have you ever tried making your own shells with unconventional projectiles? I'm intrigued. Maybe we have like the tampon 12 gauge. Pew! Shooting tampons at the speed of a 12 gauge. But why? Why not, chat? I was too busy worrying about if I could. I wasn't really worried about if I should. You think your girl likes them? 12-gauge tampons? We could ask her. I think she's actually on her way over. Have you tried shooting that AK? The AK with the shovel handle? Dude, I shoot that all the time. You probably drive a squatted Cybertruck because you like AKs. I drive a Mustang, big dog. I need a 16-inch barrel for my P365. Very impractical. What barrel on the Glock? I believe this is all from Meta Tactical because it came with their chassis. So it's, I believe, Meta Tactical. If you guys would do me a huge favor, please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out an absolute ton. Hey, guys, like the stream. What's your favorite type of Glock? I really like the Glock 17. Obviously, I have a bunch of them. I really, in a perfect world, would have a Glock 45. I will not get a Glock 45. Why won't I get a Glock 45? Because they won't send me one, is the big reason. I got the SIG M18. East, you come on my live streams and shit all over my guns all the time, and you are rocking the blow your balls off 5000? That's insane. Do you own an M&P 40? I do not. On my way, be there at 9:30. Okay, we got 30 minutes left of the live stream. If that Glock was a 5.7 instead, how does the ballistics change with the barrel length? I believe Mo Betta. I actually don't know. Why not? Sadly, my type of guy. You use hunting rifles. I have some hunting rifles for sure. I don't really use them on the channel because they're not like tactical fun guns, I guess. I want that Terran Tactical Ballerina Glock 17. Christopher Lewis, Tell me more about this gun. I must know. Hey guys, if you're just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. I really would appreciate it. Helps me out an absolute ton. It's super easy to do, and I'm really very appreciative when you guys subscribe. So please subscribe. Long barrel Glock, meme gun, or cope gun? Well, it's actually for a metatactical bullpup chassis, so it's not an SBR. It's a full length barrel. But I just kind of thought it looked nice and stupid like this, so I left it this way. Beautiful guns, bro. Thank you. What's your opinion on the XDM Elite? I have not shot it. Do you own a smoke grenade? No. Is that a 16-inch barrel pistol? It's actually even more legal with a 16-inch barrel. Is there any carbine kits that could work with the long barrel Glock? Yes. The metatactical one is actually the one that it came with. You probably have a 6.5. I have a 30-06. I have a 30-06. Hey, is that considered a rifle? Quite honestly, I don't know. There's been some debate down in the comments. The most educated answer was it was a pistol. Terran Tactical did a Glock 17 build for the movie Ballerina, John Wick spinoff. What is the chicken wing approximation for that Terran Tactical Glock 17? What's your favorite gun? Probably the Rifle Dynamics Quick Hatch, one of my AKs with the shovel handle stock. I'm a pretty big fan of that one. What is so bad about the SIG M18? It goes off without you pulling the trigger. You got any knives to put on this table? We actually do have quite a few knives on the Muzzle Bro channel. Adjunctly, I typically don't like feature knives. I guess I have. Got 3 suppressors on rifles. I was told I needed something called a piston to run one on a handgun. Yeah, so you do. There's no way that pistol cycles. Yeah, no, it doesn't. With the suppressor, it does not. But with the barrel, it does. Kind of hard to tell, but I do have the Nielsen device or the pistol suppressor piston situation on this. You got any shotguns? We got a shotgun right here, the DY12 by Daria. 4,400 chicken wings. That's insane. What are your favorite attachments for a 19X? I'd get a Surefire X300, and I would get Trigicon RMR. I'd call it a day. Goes off without pulling the trigger. Okay, yeah. You ever heard about the P320, bro? That's like a very common knowledge now. The P320 goes off. It's a thing. Nice setups, man. Thank you, Deputy Dong. What an incredible name. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the channel, just like Bill Williams did. Just subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Bill. Nuclear Black Dog, are these yours? Yes. Do you own any revolvers? Yes. Do you own any HK-G3 clones? Also, yes. Yes to all of these questions. The majority of the guns are in the gun room. Yes, a Glock with a 16-inch barrel is legally considered a rifle, provided it also has a shoulder stock and an overall length of at least 26 inches. But we don't have a shoulder stock. It's just a pistol grip. Depends on who's asking. You're the ATF. Well, no, because the ATF issues you run into short-barreled rifles, where this is not a short-barreled rifle. My favorite shenanigans with the short, why aren't you in the gun room? Because I have a couch here. It's fun to sit on my couch and do the live streams. I don't really have like a couch or nothing in the gun room, so, we sit out on the couch and if someone donates to the channel, then we go to the gun. That's your incentive to give me money, I guess. That's fair, I guess. Sick! Then it's a pistol. That's what I think. But we have the DY12 here by Daria. Pretty cool AR-12. What's the total length of that long barrel Glock? I mean, I don't have my dick measuring ruler out right now. You Americans are okay, Glock rifle. But yeah, the Daria DY12 is pretty cool AR style shotgun. What gun is most reliable on the table? The Adams Arms P2, hands down. Adjustable gas system on this bad boy. You could pretty much run this in any adverse settings. We did a 1,000-round range review of the Adams Arms P2 and had absolutely no malfunctions, and that was with it on a fairly low gas setting. So I absolutely trust the Adams Arms P2. It's pretty incredible. Typically, I'm not like an AR super fan, but this one is awesome. You ever get any tax stamps for a short-barreled rifle? Just wondered how it compares to the paperwork for a can. About the same. I have some, yeah. Definitely a rifle, we think. The Daria DY12 is definitely a full-length shotgun. I really am not a super huge whatever. No, I like it. They have a short barrel version that I think is cooler. When was the last time you shot your guns? Last week. Have you tried comparing it to the AK? Which one, Kurt? When are you getting a vertical grip for the Glock? I'm actually running a vertical grip on a different gun right now, but do you have any World War II era pieces? Yeah, I have a Beretta, and we actually have a PPSH 41 getting built right now by M13 Industries that will hopefully be here by Christmas, I was told. So we will have a PPSH 41, which I am actually incredibly excited for. Hey guys, please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. We have lots of awesome content dropping all the time, so I really would appreciate a subscribe. It helps me out a ton. The Glock looking ugly. Yeah, I agree. When can I get a high five? How do I do that? Have you ever shot a gun before? Nope, never in my life. The reliable one versus an AK. I guess how do I do that? Because they've both had 1,000-round range reviews and they both are reliable. I got to see that PPSH when it comes. It's one of my dream guns. Yeah, me too, bro. I'm incredibly pumped. I'm a little bit more than beyond stoked for it, but it's just taken forever. I do enjoy your content. Thank you. I forgot all about that PPSH. Yeah, me too, Malik. It's been months, and every time I text them, they just kind of like don't really text me back. Broke your muzzle? Can't shoot. Is there an M16 around there? Yeah, there's one in the gun room. Bro, what muzzle is that? On which gun, She Coleman? Have you ever shot a Yeah, I actually used to shoot slingshots all the time. Got anything subsonic? I have a 300 Blackout M4. Would you ever put that Glock in a MCK? I don't know what that means. Sub-zero freeze test versus the AK. Cringe, YM says. Well, thanks for stopping by again to shit on my channel. It's okay. Hell yeah. If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the Muzzlebroke channel. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel. What kind of content do we have on the channel? People ask all the time. We do 1,000-round range reviews. We do lots of live streams. We do lots of shorts. Do a little bit of everything. We have a really new, I think I signed some sort of non-disclosure agreement, but on mid-November, I'll say, mid-November, we have a really awesome new training tool that we're going to be featuring on the channel. I just got done filming a bunch of content for it today. It's pretty cool, so that'll be fun. Micro conversion kit. Yeah, I have a pistol chassis for this. What muzzle is on the Glock? This is the Bushwhacker 46 suppressor by Griffin Armament. What mag is that on the AR? It's 5.56. It's just a FDE Magpul mag. Is that a suppressor on the Glock? Yes. What's the shoddy AR? The DY12 from Derya. D-E-R-Y-A is the name of the AR shotgun here. Pretty cool. The Glong. What should we name this? I feel like the Glong is the Glock Bong from the PSR channel, so I can't really steal the Glong, but maybe, I don't know. The Glock she tells you not to worry about. I have both many calibers. Oh my, pistol. Question mark. Zyro's Garden, what's up, man? Oh, that's a shotgun. LOL. Oops, I thought it was an AR. Yeah, well, it's an AR-style shotgun. We have a shotgun right here. Do you need a tax stamp for that barrel on the Glock? Actually, quite the opposite. It's a 16-inch barrel. So, do you prefer 5.56 over 5.45? If they were the same cost, no, but they're not. 5.56 is cheaper, so I like cheap. Been looking at the Derya. Is it reliable? We will have a range review out for this soon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting behind on projects, but I think this is. I have the Krebs Customs M23. Then I'm gonna do the Gun Geeks MD63, and hopefully it's ambitious because I have some plans with the lady, but I might try and do those this weekend. I don't know. The Glock she tells you not to worry about. I like the shotgun. Yeah. Bro, love the spread. Thank you. The Derya 9. You need a threaded barrel on the Glock. To add a suppressor, yes, you do need a threaded barrel. Is that 10? It's a 10-round shotgun mag. I do have a drum mag for it that is 20, I believe, but YouTube doesn't really like those, so I'm probably not going to feature it. If you guys are just stopping by to the Muzzlebroke channel, please subscribe. It helps me out an absolute ton. We have the Adams Arms P2 out on the table. The Glock she tells you not to worry about. And then we have the Derya DY12 AR style shotgun. Love it. Might have to check it out. If you do, you have to be like, yo, This is all because of muzzle broke. My buddy has an AK-12. How does that one run? An AK-12. I don't quite have the AK-12, but we have the M23 from Krebs Customs. It's very, very similar. What is the practical purpose of the Glock? Well, so you actually, it comes with, man, my throat. It's a pistol chassis system that it makes your Glock like a bullpup rifle. And because it's got like a buttstock, you need a 16-inch barrel, so it's not considered an SBR. So that's the actual purpose of the Glock 16-inch barrel. The AR is sick. Dude, I actually am a pretty big fan of the AR here. The Adams Arms P2. Shotgun is cool. Thanks, Greg. It's a rifle. Hey, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Muzzle Bro channel. Helps me out an absolute ton. I really appreciate it. The Adams Arms P2 is the AR. I know you guys have been enjoying this stream. The 1,000-round range review for the Adams Arms P2 is live on the Muzzle Bro channel, which is pretty cool. You might want to check it out. You might really enjoy it. You might get something out of it. I don't know. We don't really have any... I'm going to shoot the Glong next time we go to the range, so be on the look-sees for that. And then the DY12 is in the queue for a 1,000-round, 500-round range review as well. How do you like the Adams Arms? I have one of those. Actually, a huge fan of this AR. Very reliable, I like this. It's very high-end, and for the chicken nugget cost, it's incredible. So higher velocity, lower muzzle report, just seems like you need to rest it on your offhand elbow for accuracy. Without the suppressor, it's not too bad. I'm going to check out that video tonight. Thank you. Please leave a comment. It helps. Any recommendations on a solid budget AK? Also love the content. Thank you. Check out Gun Geeks. I think if you want an old school AK, I would say that's the way to go. Very reasonably costy, and really awesome old school vibes. AK Gun Geeks. The PSA AK, Christopher Lewis says, I would also agree with that if you want more of a modern style gun. The MD63 that I got from Gun Geeks, that's what I wanted my first AK to be, quite honest. Like, I wanted an old school vibes AK. I ended up going with a PSA, and it performed well. It just wasn't the vibe that I wanted out of an AK, and the Gun Geeks is, so. The Glock barrel. Where did you get that? I got the Glock barrel from Meta Tactical. I don't think I have a link for them. But yeah, the Glock... sorry. Beep boop. Meta Tactical makes like a pistol chassis, and it came with the 16-inch barrel is where I'm trying to go for this. How much for 3? No firearm sales on the channel for the YouTube AI chat moderators. The DY12, Darius sent to the channel. The Adams Arms P2, Adams Arms sent to the channel. This is my personal Glock 17. And I actually, my personal suppressor as well. The barrel was sent by Meta Tactical. So, hard for me to answer that question because, and I also want to make a point to say, like, this stuff, like, really isn't, like, it's free, but, like, I put a lot of work into these guns. It's like, whatever. All right, so Adams Arms sent the P2. I spent $700 on bullets for the range review. I buy the range, like, I go, like, the range fee cost money. And then, like, I spend 9 hours of my life editing and, like, filming the content. So, like, but basically what I'm trying to get at, I don't know why am I monologuing. Basically what I'm trying to get at is if a gun sucks and I don't like it, I'm going to tell you it sucks and that I don't like it. Because even if a company sends the gun, there is so much time on my end that I have to, and money, that I have to put into the range reviews that, like, if it sucks, I'm not going to glaze them, I guess is where I was going with this. I'm trying to think. Luckily, there haven't really been too many shitty, like, range reviews. Or if there are, I don't do them, quite honestly. Like, there was a piece for the Vector that someone sent that, like, and it didn't work, and I was going to do a 1,000-round range review of it, and it, like, didn't work. So I was like, all right, it doesn't work. Like, I'm not doing the range review of it. Like, it's stupid. Can you do the left one with a Kimber? What? Do you have any thoughts on the Ruger Max 9? I am not familiar. Sorry, I was monologuing too hard. If you guys just are popping on, welcome to the Muzzle Broke channel. Please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. I really would appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. I'm actually a huge fan of 450 Bushmaster. My dad, I can't believe he still has this. He's not using it. Maybe I'll steal it from him. He has a Ruger Ranch rifle and 450 Bushmaster. And I don't know why. Like, it's a bolt action, like, which is usually not my vibe. But the Ruger Ranch rifle and 450 Bushmaster, like, I'm an absolute, like, sniper laser beam with that gun. I just really like it. I carry the Max 9. It's a great gun. Yeah, I don't have too many experiences with the Ruger Max 9. If I know something about a gun, I obviously tell you guys, but if I don't, then I don't. I don't lie to you guys either. Hey guys, like the stream. Lots of views on this stream, not a lot of likes. You guys don't like me. No, I'm just playing. Tomorrow's Friday and Halloween, and more importantly, the AK FRT giveaway on the Muzzle Broke Instagram, which is pretty cool. 450 Bush is a nice flat shooting round. It is definitely a little bit of a thumper. Where did you get your hand stop foregrip? On the DY12 or on the AR, sir? I'm confused. Does that magazine feed from the front? I thought all of these were Glock mods. Okay, so we have the Daria DY12. It's a 12 gauge AR style shotgun, feeds from this box mag. We have the Glock 17 Gen 3 with a 16-inch barrel and suppressor. Just takes regular Glock mags. I don't have one in. Then we have the Adams Arms P2 AR-15, just a Magpul FDE mag. On the AR, this is the Emissary Development Handbrake Mini. Actually a pretty big fan of Emissary Development. They don't really like me. They don't really send me stuff. Kind of makes me a little sad. But pretty big fan of their grips. I would opt for the regular handbrake. This is the Handbrake Mini. It works okay. The accelerator is like the big handbrake. I like that one too. It's pretty small, so not great for people with giant hands. Oh, we were talking about the Ruger situation. Handbrake looks cute. Yeah, I'm probably going to respray paint it. So this is actually gray. You can kind of see it's kind of chipping off. See that, like, gray? I'm going to get rid of this Q&A. Go away, bro. All right, Q&A is over. But you see how this is like gray? So this is actually the same color as this because I literally just spray painted it. But I think I'm going to spray paint it a darker brown so it fits. Should I spray paint it a darker brown or should I leave it? Maybe I'll just leave it. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? If you guys are just stopping by, welcome to the Muzzle Broke channel. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the Muzzle Broke channel. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. I filmed 6 shorts and 1 long-form video today. I should probably be editing those instead of wasting my life away drinking and on a live stream, but that's okay. I do want to check out this Terran Tactical Ballerina gun. Hey, has anyone seen the John Wick knockoff Ballerina? Is it any good? I think it's on Peacock or something, right? I'm actually a pretty big fan of the John Wick series, so maybe the Ballerina movie would be cool. Need it for a 4.25 inch barrel AR-9 super safety. That's wild. It's not great. What optic do you have on the AR? This is the Hollow Sun AMES core. Ballerina was not great. Oh, we were talking about the Ballerina movie. Ballerina was not great. Not your optic. I was like, I kind of like the Hollow Sun AMES core. It's not bad. It hasn't done me dirty. My least favorite optic of all time, if anyone comments it, you get a gold star, because I've said it. I would accept 2 correct answers for my least favorite optic of all time. I'm curious to see if Malik is here, if Hectic is here, they'll know it. But there are 2 optics that I somehow feature like all the time, but I hate them more than anything. And I think the reason being is when I have an optic I really like, it typically, like, what am I trying to say? Once I do a 1,000-round range review of a gun, like the Adams Arms P2, like, it typically, like, lives in this configuration forever. Like, I don't like to take apart previous 1,000-round range review builds. I couldn't really tell you why that's the case. Just, it's kind of something I do. I'm considering, I need to add something more to the DY12. If anyone has any suggestions, what would you like to see on the DY12? I think I have a flashlight that I could slop on. I was considering a sling, maybe just to add something else. I'm considering an optic, but I don't know if I really, is it worth adding a red dot to this? I don't know. It's good. Ballerina is good, she says. Yeah. Well, if you guys are just stopping by, please subscribe to the Musselburgh channel. It helps me out an absolute ton. I really do appreciate when you guys subscribe to the channel. And hey, it really does help me out when you guys are like liking and commenting on my shorts and my long form videos. It really does help me out. It helps like push them. Social media doesn't necessarily love the 2A content, so a lot of my stuff gets downgraded, which is like a little bit of a dick pain, for lack of a better term. So subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment the videos, tell your friends. You know, every subscribe helps me out a ton. Sling looks good. Flashlight's good too. Yeah, you know, I'm going to leave you guys with a hot take. I actually kind of hate running slings. I just don't like it for my range reviews specifically. It's a single eye, right? Yeah, double eye optic. Yeah, everything's kind of a single eye optic, but please subscribe to the channel, guys. I really would appreciate it. I will catch you guys at the next live stream. It'll probably be, who knows, but I love you guys all. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel, watch my videos, comment, tell your mom about me. Thanks, love you, bye.